Welcome back to Global Wheel Hub. Today we are diving deep into one of the most anticipated futuristic cruiser concepts in the motorcycle world, the 2027 BMW R20. Now this machine is not just another entry in the lineup, it represents a bold evolution of BMW's design philosophy, blending retro-inspired heritage with next-generation engineering, raw torque delivery, and a minimalist yet muscular presence that demands attention the moment it rolls into view. The BMW R20 is positioned as a modern interpretation of the classic big boxer cruiser, but with a far more aggressive and sculpted identity. At first glance, you immediately notice the oversized boxer engine sitting exposed like a mechanical centerpiece, almost like a piece of industrial art. This is BMW Motorrad's way of saying the engine is not something to hide, it is something to celebrate. The design language carries forward the heritage of the R-Series, but everything has been sharpened, widened, and lowered for a more dominant road stance. Powering the 2027 BMW R20 is expected to be a heavily re-engineered 2.0-liter air and oil-cooled boxer twin engine, pushing out an estimated 115 to 125 horsepower, but more importantly, an enormous wave of torque that could exceed 150 Newton-meters. This engine is tuned not for high-revving sport aggression, but for immediate low-end punch and effortless cruising power. It is the kind of engine that makes the bike surge forward with minimal throttle input, giving riders that classic BMW boxer feel, but amplified to a modern extreme. The power delivery is smooth, linear, and deeply mechanical in character, making every twist of the throttle feel connected and intentional. Paired with this engine is a refined 6-speed gearbox that has been optimized for shorter, more responsive shifts. BMW is expected to include a slip and assist clutch as standard, making downshifts smoother while reducing lever effort in heavy traffic or spirited riding. There is also speculation of an optional quick shifter system that allows clutchless upshifts and downshifts, further enhancing the modern riding experience. On the performance side, the BMW R20 is not designed to be a track weapon like the S-Series superbikes. Instead it is built for high-speed stability, long-distance comfort, and commanding road presence. The chassis is expected to be a newly developed aluminium hybrid frame that balances rigidity with slight flex characteristics for comfort. The wheelbase is longer than typical roadsters, contributing to its cruiser DNA, but BMW has carefully tuned the geometry to ensure it still handles corners with surprising confidence. Suspension duties are likely handled by a fully adjustable USD front fork and a monoshock rear setup with electronic preload adjustment. This allows the rider to switch between comfort cruising mode and a more aggressive dynamic setting depending on the road conditions. The ride quality is expected to be one of the strongest points of the R20, absorbing road imperfections with ease while maintaining composure at higher speeds. Braking performance is handled by dual front disc brakes with radial mounted calipers, supported by a single rear disc. As expected from BMW Motorrad, the braking system will be integrated with cornering ABS and advanced traction control systems. These electronic aids are designed to intervene subtly, ensuring safety without removing the raw feel of riding. Riders will also likely get multiple riding modes including rain, road, sport, and a customizable dynamic mode that allows fine-tuning of throttle response and traction settings. Now when we talk about design, this is where the 2027 BMW R20 truly stands out. The styling is bold, almost brutal in its simplicity. The exposed boxer engine dominates the center frame, flanked by a minimalist fuel tank that appears almost hand-sculpted. The LED headlamp is expected to be a round unit, paying homage to classic BMW heritage, but with modern adaptive lighting technology built inside. The rear section is extremely clean, with a short tail, integrated LED indicators, and a floating seat design that gives the bike a futuristic yet raw aesthetic. The riding position is slightly leaned back but not fully reclined like a traditional cruiser. Instead, BMW has aimed for a balanced ergonomics setup where the rider sits in a commanding upright position with slightly forward-set foot pegs. This creates a posture that is both relaxed for long rides and engaging enough for spirited riding. The handlebars are wide, giving excellent leverage and control, especially at lower speeds. Technology is another strong pillar of the R20. The bike is expected to feature a full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity, navigation integration, and real-time ride analytics. BMW's system will likely support voice commands, ride logging, and over-the-air updates. There is also talk of adaptive cruise control and radar-based collision warning systems, making the R20 one of the most advanced cruisers in its category. One of the most unique selling points of the BMW R20 is its fusion of mechanical purity with modern electronics. Unlike fully digital motorcycles that feel disconnected, the R20 retains a raw mechanical soul thanks to its boxer engine layout, shaft drive system, and analog-inspired feedback. The shaft drive, in particular, is a signature BMW feature that eliminates chain maintenance while delivering smooth and consistent power transfer to the rear wheel. Another standout feature is the sound character. The boxer twin engine produces a deep, rhythmic pulse that is distinctly BMW. It is not overly loud or aggressive in a synthetic way, but instead delivers a throaty, mechanical rumble that builds character with every rev. On long highway rides, this creates a soothing yet powerful auditory experience that many riders find addictive. In terms of weight, the BMW R20 is expected to sit around 240 to 260 kilograms depending on configuration. While this may sound heavy, the weight distribution is extremely well balanced due to the low-mounted boxer engine, which keeps the center of gravity close to the ground. This makes the bike feel lighter than it actually is when in motion, especially during slow-speed maneuvers and cornering. Fuel efficiency for a machine of this size is expected to be moderate, likely around 15 to 18 km per liter depending on riding style. The fuel tank capacity is expected to be around 18 liters, giving it a respectable touring range suitable for long-distance cruising. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2027 BMW R20 is expected to sit in the premium cruiser segment, with an estimated starting price of around $22,000 to $26,000 internationally. Depending on optional packages, advanced electronics, and customization options, the price could climb higher, especially for fully loaded variants. In markets with import duties, the cost may increase significantly, positioning it as a high-end luxury performance cruiser. What truly sets the BMW R20 apart in the market is its identity. It is not trying to compete directly with American V-twin cruisers or Japanese sport cruisers. Instead, it creates its own category of modern retro performance machines. It is a bike for riders who want presence, engineering precision, and long-distance comfort, but also want something that feels unique and mechanically honest. The R20 also benefits from BMW's long-standing reputation for engineering excellence through BMW Motorrad, which ensures high build quality, reliability, and long-term durability. Maintenance intervals are expected to be longer than average, and the shaft drive system reduces routine servicing requirements compared to chain-driven competitors.